Are you tired of setting goals and actually never achieving them? Let me show you how to change it and achieve them with no effort. If you're new here, I like to draw characters, learn and share the things that I learned throughout my journey. So having goals, it's actually super important. It's like putting the destination in your GPS so you know exactly where to go and what to do. In this video, I will tell you how to set goals and actually make it much easier to achieve them. And stay till the end so I can give you something that will help you achieve your goals much faster. So for a long time, my goals were pretty garbage and it was basically like become a good artist. But what does it mean? But I've never actually achieved those goals because I missed something that I realized much later. So I learned about SMART goals, the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound goals, which actually helped me a lot. So for example, you have a goal to become a good artist, but with SMART goals you gotta be more specific. So what does it mean to become a good artist? So for me it was to draw more and to, study and practice. So we have the specific aspect of that, but now measurable. How do you measure it? So we can measure it like draw for this amount of hours. And here you can measure every day how many hours were you drawing, and then the achievable. So how many hours can you actually draw? And also relevant, like do you actually want to draw? And time bound, in what time frame you actually want to achieve these goals. So we can quickly make a goal that, checks all those aspects. So specific, we need to draw every day, okay? We need to draw this, okay? Measurable, we need to draw this many hours, okay? And with all that, we can set goal to, for a year, draw, let's say, I don't know, like 1,000 hours, 200 hours, okay? And yeah, here we have a goal. And you can still leave this goal of becoming a good artist, but now you know what to actually do to become that. The same like working at a game studio that you want, like with commissions and stuff, like making a YouTube or whatever. You can break those goals into like, more specific parts, measurable, and, use SMART goals to define them better. But now you have this big goal, okay? It makes you nervous, it frightens you, it also makes you paralyzed, and all of a sudden you cannot really get yourself into drawing because like the end is too far away, okay? So whenever I had my goals, they actually paralyzed me. I couldn't get myself into drawing and it did more harm than good. Like I saw there is, the big distance between the me and actually achieving the goal, and I saw no point in actually, like doing anything. But all of a sudden a thought struck me, okay? So I asked myself a question like, what can I do today to actually, become closer to that goal? So then another thought struck me. So then I was thinking, what goal can I achieve today to become closer to the goal in a year, okay? To my main goal. So the answer was simple. I broke those goals into dailies, okay? So example, I had the goal to draw 1,000 hours in a year, and it's pretty overwhelming. Like, okay, you draw one day, like 2 hours or 3, you haven't done much progress, okay? It's still far away. But I set a daily goal to draw at least like 2 to 3 hours. So now I could progress every day. And I even went further and divided this into quarters. So a year into 3 months. In those 3 months, I divided into 1 month, and this into 1 week, and then into 1 day. So this is what you do. And the trick was super simple. It's basically, try to break this goal into small enough piece so you can actually achieve it today. And you can also get my free brushes on Patreon, and like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. You can probably relate to that. You spend hours excited making your new goals, but only to forget about them the same day and repeat the cycle every month or every 2 months. But for me, there was a time that I was actually sick of it. I tried to research like goals, like why am I not achieving them? Why am I forgetting? Am I missing something? And I did. And I learned something that was pretty obvious. So I started writing my goals. I wrote them into, my journal, into sticky notes, and I put them on the walls. I made a page in Notion, and whatever works for you. You need to look at your goals daily, okay, to constantly remind yourself of them, to not forget them, okay, like me. Although I knew my goals and what I have to do, but still I felt something's missing, okay? And I felt lost, and I felt like I'm not making enough progress. So I realized something easy that I was doing before with something else, and it gave me a way to measure my progress, okay? I could finally see how much progress I'm making. Therefore, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, I could finally see how much progress I'm making and if I'm making any progress. And if I didn't make any progress, I would sit and, think of what can I do better to actually improve. So it's important to check your goals. I recommend doing it daily or weekly. It doesn't take much time, so just do it. Now onto the tools that I'm using. The first tool that I use is Basic Habit Tracker. So I have my habits, like basically the task that will help me achieve the goal. And for every day, I just check the square that I've, done the task. So the next one is Goal Tracker. I like to put data into, and see how much progress I'm making, like percent. For example, let's say I've drawn for 500 hours and my goal is 2000 hours. I like to see like I'm halfway, okay, like the visual aspect of it, yeah. And then my last tool is vision board and mood board. So I like to put, you know, like pictures that represent my goal and my end result. So maybe like an artist that I like, maybe like a car or whatever, like what inspires you to actually keep going. But yet still you can do all those stuff and see no improvement. That's why you can check out this video about actually improving. And also you can check out my Patreon for free brushes and social media to see my drawings. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.